let's flip the tables here, because it's one thing if somebody's in a supervisory or leadership position and they have to confront a situation that is causing some negative consequences on their team or in their organization. But what if you're on the receiving end of that type of difficult conversation and somebody actually has the nerve to confront you? How do you keep your head from
I love
how do you keep from exploding,
I love the fact that you said someone had the nerve, because that's what it feels like. How dare they say that? Well, I have to tell you, the best advice I've ever received along those lines my entire life was one of my mentors in graduate school, who told me that when you get criticism, there's only 3 words that you need to use, and that's ask for more, which is the very last thing we want to do. We don't want to ask for any more criticism. We don't want to ask for more. And so I filed that away as good to know, nice to know information. And I remember some years later, when I was a supervisor working in the university arena, I actually went to a training for supervisors where they told us, go back and ask your staff in your one-on-one meetings, ask them what suggestions they have for improving the department. And I went back and I remember asking this one guy who I supervised, what do you think we should do to improve the department? And his answer was, you could be a better supervisor. And I remember all the red alert, alarms going off. Like you say, how dare he say I could be a better supervisor? And I was all prepared to get defensive when I remembered the ask for more advice. And so I said to him, well, how do you mean? I could have said, tell me more. Can you elaborate? Can you give me an example? But I said, tell me more. And he says, well, some of us were talking and we realized we don't know what you think about how we're doing on a day-to-day basis. So I said, well, what do you suggest? And he said, well, maybe you could tell us one thing we're doing well when we have our meetings and one thing we need to work on. And that was a brilliant piece of advice that I tried out on everyone, but it was his advice. And I thought, wow, if I had shut him down and said, insubordinate, I'm writing you up, which was my instinct, that would have been a whole different outcome. And so to this day, I feel like the best advice is when you get criticism, ask for more. Seek out additional detail, some explanations, some examples, rather than going into the whole here's what happened and explaining mode.
Yeah, that gets real defensive.